Welcome to another exciting edition of the Nice Game Podcast with your host, Nice Guy Andy, and his co-host, the man with the plan, the podcast god, Superfly, Johnny Lee.
What's up, Superfly? What's up, all you nice guys, everybody in the Nice Guy Nation?
It sounds like they're scared of you.
They're scared of me?
Yeah, because you're nice.
Oh, you think so?
The nicest man inside the room.
Nicest guy in the room. So, what we're going to talk about today, I had some notes. I don't know what happened to my notes. I guess I wasn't ready, John.
What about those releases, though?
Okay, so...
You're getting a raw, in-depth look at us.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice Guy Andy Podcast. This is a Rinky bullshit podcast. Post-Mania, WrestleMania, WWE this time every year, post-Mania cuts. Wyatt 6 gone and Kentucky Wrestling heating up. So WWE always does this. Let's be honest about it. WWE releases after WrestleMania every year, happens every year. So no, the cuts aren't shocking.
Exactly.
It's not shocking. The people that they cut, it's kind of shocking.
Especially those that had storylines like Kairi Sane.
So let's go over the list here. W release business as usual, but not really. Kairi Sane, which was like on WWE like almost every week.
Yep. And also it's a storyline with Asuka and Io.
Yeah, and Asuka had that, she was treating her like shit segment, and we figured that was going to end up being like a little breakup between them two, but I guess that never happened.
Nope, because they decided that they were going to release her right after.
They did that with somebody else. Who else they did that with? They did that
Aleister Black. Because remember when Aleister started out his storyline where he was becoming the all-seeing father, he got released within the next week.
Yeah, he was starting was he starting a program with somebody, and then they just released him the next week? Yeah,
and he had just started bringing up his new gimmick too.
Well, talking about Aleister Black, they cut him and Zelina Vega, his girlfriend,
and it topped off. Zelina Vega also revealed it was a TKO decision, not a WWE decision, because TKO had the gall to email her and Aleister why they were cutting them.
Okay, so let's go over the list here first, and then we'll talk about it. Santos Escobar.
That was a surprising one.
That's a surprising because they just brung him back. Apollo Crew and the Motor City Machine Guns, and I hear that what's her name? Starks.
Zoe Starks,
which is hurt. They released her.
Yeah, that was fucking retarded.
Yeah, and then they released the whole. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. The whole Wyatt 6, but Kairi Sane. Okay, why do they like? I mean, I guess I understand why TKO releases people because, like, as far as me and you were talking about it on the way over here, is like they're releasing. Seems like they're releasing people that not making them any money right now. So, and they need to call up some more people. So, I'd say Aleister Black and Zelina Vega were making pretty good money.
They were, and plus they were.
And Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane.
She was, because how can you hate on Kairi Sane? She was making you tons of money. Her, Io Sky, and Asuka are like three peas in a pod.
Yeah, but I don't know if is she selling any merch? I mean, it's got to come down to it is, are you selling tickets? Are you selling merch? Are you relevant in storylines? Well, she was relevant in the storyline, but we looked on the merch, thing. She's not one of the top merch sellers. Nobody in these on this list are merch sellers.
Especially the NXT guy who I didn't even know was still on the roster, that Chin guy.
So it's all business. I mean, with TKO, like they don't. It's probably like for Triple H, it's probably a good thing for him because he's like, he knows he has to cut people every year, but he lets TKO do it, and he's like, well, Aleister Black, you're one of my guys, but we don't have anything for you. We got to let you go. But, I think the WWE, they release people knowing that they're going to eventually bring them back. Like Braun Strowman, they're going to bring him back eventually.
They have to. I mean, the man's got his own cooking show now.
I know they're going to bring him back eventually. He probably asked for his release, and they probably just released him because he had other things going on. He's going to heal up. They're going to bring him back at some point for another, monster run, and it'll be a short-lived thing, and they'll bring him back at some point. But do we really think that they're going to leave Kairi Sane off of? She's going to come back at some point.
I mean, the fans are right now campaigning for it, like what happened with Truth.
Yeah,
they're saying we want Kairi Sane, but I don't know if it'll work because first time's a charm.
And you gotta think of too. These people may want it to be cut. They're not getting used. They may want it to be cut. They may have something else going on. Aleister Black, AEW's already said that they don't want him back. Maybe he's a fucking asshole.
Well, technically,
we got to think of that reason too. Maybe they're assholes. Maybe some of them's assholes. Maybe some of them can't be used. Some of them like, hey, you want to do this? No. Hey, you want to do this? No. Hey, you want to do this? No. What do you want to do? I don't know. Like, okay, we'll release your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of them some of them are assholes and they just want to collect a paycheck.
I mean, from what AEW says, he didn't want to take pins when he was there.
I mean,
what does he do when he comes?
We know, Johnny, about people that want to come and hang out with you and be part of what you got to do. And then at some point you think, hey, these people aren't giving as much. You know what I'm saying? Aren't giving hardly any. And then you give to them, like WWE's giving to them, giving them a platform. We've done the same thing. We've had other podcasters we've gave platforms to, and then they just don't show up. We ask, hey, can you just create some content? Do your own thing. I don't super manage anybody. I don't micromanage. Do I micromanage you, Johnny?
Not really.
No,
I'm the podcast god. I don't get micromanaged.
So you came in and you did your thing, right?
Yes, I did.
You got total creative. Like, don't you? Do I ever say? Every once in a while, I'll say something, right? I'll be like, "Hey, Johnny, don't do this, don't do that."
Yeah.
But like, I gave you creative control of what your character is. I gave you the. I think I came up with the name Superfly Johnny Lee.
Yep, you did.
And you took my idea and you blew it up. Like, it was your idea too, but I came up with the name. You had the idea of what you wanted to do, and you blew it up. I support everything you want to do. We've tried to help other people come up with characters.
We have,
and I don't ask people to do much. You know what I'm saying? Just show up and contribute a little bit.
Because that's what this is supposed to be about. It's all about contributing to make the overall product feel good. Was they making WWE feel good by being there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with these wrestlers. It's like they show up, collect a paycheck, and then don't give anything back creative. And some people just aren't creative. Some people just can't come up with. Even if you give them, like, hey, come up with something, they just can't.
And it's pretty telling when the opposite company basically comes out and says, "I don't want this person."
Yeah,
on their
exactly.
roster.
Like, what the fuck's wrong with Aleister Black that nobody wants him? Kairi Sane could go to AEW tomorrow and wrestle with any of those women over there, and I think she probably does at some point want to. She could go over there and become a big star. She can go back to New Japan. I don't think she has a problem. Aleister Black, Selena Vega, maybe they're just assholes.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. If AEW is saying that they don't want Aleister Black back, maybe, just maybe, it's his responsibility why he's released.
Exactly.
And no one's thinking about that.
And then you got, Selena Vega just went. I mean, she probably. I never see. She's a good wrestler, but I just never seen much out of her really either.
And that's because the character that she played, I don't think she was putting her 100% behind it.
No.
Because if you're putting yourself out there, You gotta believe in your character.
I really figured that they were going to take Aleister Black, pit her with Zelina Vega, build some kind of little faction behind them. But it looks like they're trying to get away from this supernatural thing in WWE. Anyway, I know we got Danhausen, which is kind of supernatural, but more of a comedian. And maybe they don't want to fuck with Danhausen's. Maybe they just want to give all that supernatural energy to.
They don't want to get cursed.
You know what I'm saying?
Blame them.
Because Danhausen is fucking selling merch like crazy. And then me and you have an argument all the time. It was like, okay, why didn't AEW do Danhausen like they did? Well, maybe Danhausen just wanted to go to WWE, you know? But, like everybody wants to get at WWE.
But think about it. AEW could have been making the money that
they could have
right now.
But, like, okay, I just don't see Tony Khan, like... and I guess they did do the comedy with the scissor stuff, but like Tony Khan's not. He's a really good businessman. He knows how to run a business. He's running a wrestling business like he wants to run a wrestling business. He's less story and more wrestling. I can understand what he is about. You know what I'm saying? But Danhausen fits in WWE perfect.
He does, because he is the greatest asset that they could have hoped for.
And he's already took R-Truth's segment. They put R-Truth over in the tag team with Damian Priest, which Damian Priest is one of those guys, just like I said earlier, that you got to write stuff for him, because I don't think he can come up with his own shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's pretty good he's pretty good wrestler. He's pretty good with going along with what
that's right.
Triple H and them want to do. I don't know how long either one of them is going to be. R-Truth or Damian Priest is going to be there. You said that Damian Priest sells some shirts.
He does sell some.
R-Truth sells some shirts, and that's probably the only reason why they're still there, is because they sell merch.
That's right. I mean, Damian Priest hasn't been relevant lately. I mean, he's been inside his tag team division for a while. This is a fall from grace, because he was a world heavyweight champion. A few years ago.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
So what are they going to do with him? Is he going to end up over at WWE? I mean, over at AEW itself? I think AEW will probably take him, but he's not that kind of wrestler either over there.
No, he's not, because he does get injured.
Yeah, he's not that kind of wrestler. He doesn't wrestle like AEW wrestling. Now Apollo Crews is a really good wrestler.
But Apollo Crews was sucking up the oxygen of WWE for years. Think about this. Every release that was going on for years, whose name never got brought up.
He's gotten released a couple times, didn't he?
No, he did not.
He never got released.
He escaped racism for years, Andy.
Well,
and this is the first time. Hallelujah.
Another person that released that isn't got released, and I don't know if this is the first wave of these releases. Maybe there's more releases coming, but Otis is, they don't do much with Otis.
Yeah, that's right.
But he stays on, and they keep him on. Like, are they going to eventually do something with Otis? Like, because Otis is one of those guys, like Mark Henry, is just a freaking powerhouse. I'm not saying he's Mark Henry, but he's a like Mark Henry kind of wrestler that can just. This is a strong powerhouse of a guy. Why do they keep him on? Why?
Because he's funny as fuck, and the fans and kids love him.
Well, why don't they do more with him then? Does he sell more? Does he sell merch, you think?
Not as much as the big hitters, but probably
maybe he does
somewhere inside a good margin.
Maybe he does a lot of. Maybe they do have to have some of those wrestlers that come out and do meet and greets too. Maybe he's a meet and greet kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things with wrestlers in these wrestling promotions that some of them are, not like they're smaller stars, so they can put them at meet and greets and they can satisfy the customers that way. Have him go do this and that, do that and this and that. But like some of these guys are too big to do that with. Like CM Punk, you can't put him in a meet and greet. He'll fucking end up punching somebody.
That's right, because remember, he punched that fan who didn't even touch him, because and you go back and watch the video, when he attacks the fan, it was someone else that touched him.
He just had a fucking thing. He just had a thing.
Actually, that was warranted and fair, because that motherfucker,
motherfucking
fan knew.
But it keeps happening. He's the kind of guy that just doesn't let things go. He'll knock your fucking phone out of your hand.
You should have listened when Bailey told you.
Well,
stop filming.
I understand that, but like he is that kind of wrestler. Not if he's right or wrong. He's the kind of wrestler that will, if you're fucking if he don't like what you're doing, he's going to fucking tell you. He's going to knock your fucking shit out of you.
If you ask me, we need more people like that.
We do. Like, they need more wrestlers like that.
Because think about this.
As far as fans go, as me and you thinking as fans, but, like, what is TKO is, like, a guy that's up there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Mario, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mario is Ari
Emmanuel. Well, that fucking dude. Okay, what's that dude think about CM Punk knocking some fucking dude's phone out of his hand?
If he was thinking about it, he would have already done something about it.
Well, that motherfucker only thinks about money.
Yeah.
Oh, no, so then he looked. Okay, CM Punk sells us a bunch of nurse. I'm going to let him get away with this. But as soon as he doesn't start selling us any merch, he doesn't make us money, this knocking fucking...
But here's the
CM Punk can knock fucking cameras out of people's hands because he sells a lot of merch. He sells a lot of tickets.
That fan was full of shit when he tried to say they didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, try Aleister Black doing that.
Aleister Black would definitely be gone because he's not selling merch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about money.
But here's the thing, too. You can't be doing things and not expect consequences to come for you. Was the fan not expecting someone to finally step in and be like, motherfucker, we were told to put that camera down?
CM Punk is at a level in that WWE that he can do that. If he wasn't CM Punk selling tickets and selling merch and being the main event of fucking WrestleMania, they would have let him go just like they let some of these other guys go.
I mean, that's true. I mean, look at Daniel Chin. Didn't even know that man was still inside the company, but he was there. I know.
There's another girl that was down there that was she was the second gold medalist.
Yeah, there was a Tyra May Steele.
Is that the gold medalist chick?
I think so. There was Serena Linton that got released. Damn, they had a whole list of names I didn't know was still there.
Yeah, they released a lot of
Who the fuck was Trill Lindet? Who is that? This damn thing even misspelled Kyrie Zane's name.
Yeah.
It put Kyriesain. What the hell?
What is that? What is that, like a website?
It's Google itself.
Oh, Google, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So Santiago Escobar, they just brung him back.
Yeah, they did, and then they
he asked for his own release, right? And they told him no.
Yeah.
He asked for his own release. They released him, and then they offered him more money and brung him back. But that was around the same time that they bought AAA, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
So they probably figured that they could keep him and maybe use him down in AAA, and it just hasn't worked out.
It turns out Ludwig Kaiser, a German wrestler who is playing El Grande Americano, got more love than most of the people there.
Exactly.
Santos couldn't even get that love, and he was trying his best.
I mean, you got Undertaker down there fucking helping writing shit.
Yep,
you know is Conan still down there?
Yeah, Conan's still there.
I know he was in the hospital. I guess
Conan still does commentary when he can.
But he was running AAA, right?
Yep.
Wasn't he when they bought it?
Yep.
Okay. So he's probably not running anything, I'd say.
He still has partial say, but it's mostly he's doing commentary.
Yeah, he probably owned part of it. He probably made a good lick off that, I'm sure, hopefully.
Also, Undertaker's proved that he understands wrestling so well because the storylines that go on down there. I mean, did you see that brawl between the two Americanos? That was like an old school brawl.
I didn't see that. Who ended up winning?
They were beating the shit out of each other.
Was that a match or they just?
No. It was a spar. It was an actual fight on the outside side of the ring. It looked realistic because they were going at each other. You had spears going on, German suplex out of nowhere. Americano Ludwig just beating the shit out of his head. Wow. Him grabbing him and flexing him onto his neck and them just grounding.
That's a good. I mean, WWE buying AAA was a really smart thing.
Yes, it was.
And then, there's a whole thing about me and you talk all the time about is AEW secretly hooked up with WWE because it seems like WWE will make a star like a Danhausen, a Cody Rhodes,
Jade Cargill,
and they just end up he just then doesn't say anything and just lets WWE take them and make fucking merch. Merch sellers out of them. Like Jay Cargill sells merch, Cody sells merch, Danhausen is blowing everybody out of the waters of the merch sales.
He is. Also, he's pretty damn good at doing it.
And some of his stuff's been sold out. He's selling out more than main eventers. Merch selling out and having to be restocked. He's just Danhausen's just a monster. I mean, do we see him pitting the championship belt on him at some point?
I do, because the guy is doing things the right way. He's going out there selling his own merch. He's also doing things that's getting him more TV time. He's also got a program with Miz.
He's always been a merch guy, though, is what I understand. Is he's really always made money off of merch.
Yes, he has.
Didn't he buy PW? Didn't he buy ProWrestling's.com? Didn't he buy that? Don't he own that?
Yeah, he does. He owns part of it.
Yeah.
And he's been making money off of it.
I didn't know if that was a real thing or not, because giving away some secrets of the pro wrestling thing is like some of the people that sell merch for pro wrestling will say, they own part of it, and they never really do. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. But here's the thing: Danhausen was a smart man. He brought that human monies, and he said, "I want that shit. Give it to me."
So Apollo Crews, you said it should have been gone a long time ago. He's a good wrestler, though.
No, he's good, but he fucking sucks too.
Like his personality, like his character.
And
sucks.
also, he didn't know how to adapt.
Yeah.
Every time you thought that he was going to be something different, he freaking goes right back to the same old stick. Who does that, Andy? Besides the person that does not know how to adapt.
So this is one that I don't know why they signed them in the first place, and they used them, and then they put the belts right on them. The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, they just came in. They had a big pop. Did they bring them in for the
Here
pop?
Here it is.
Did they bring them in for the pop? Oh, it's an Americano fight?
Yeah, they were fighting on the outside, and watch it as it gets more realistic.
Dude, are they selling as many fucking tickets down there at AAA as WWE is selling?
Yeah. And watch this.
This is a AAA show, right?
Yeah, it is.
Look at the fans. They're probably selling more tickets than WWE is.
Yeah, and look how realistic the brawl is between the two, because they're going at each other.
I'm sure the tickets aren't.
Watch it going inside the ring to beat each other's asses, headbutt after headbutt.
I'm sure the price of the tickets aren't near as much, but look at that stands. Where is this at?
This is at AAA's big events.
Did you see all the people in the crowds?
That's right.
Is AAA going to be bigger than WWE at some point? Look at how many people's in the crowd.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people there. And these guys are just going at it.
We got to ask the question, too. Is AAA bigger than WWE?
I think that it could be, because you got so many great talents inside that promotion.
TKO owns AAA, right? Or does WWE own AAA?
I think that's a mix of both,
okay.
WWE and TKO.
So, I mean, they're probably making a killing down there. I mean, I would love to go to a AAA event at some point. Looks like they got all the freaking people. Looks like that place is sold out, ain't it?
Yes, it is. It's sold out. And watch this: the two Americanos are still brawling. Original Americano is not going to let the other Americano get anywhere.
That was a great buy right there. Buying AAA and WWE being affiliated with them, they're going to make millions of dollars on AAA.
Here's the best thing though about Ludwig Kaiser becoming the Americano. He took a gimmick that was mostly just a mocking comedy gimmick, and he turned it into the most beloved gimmick of all time down there in Mexico.
Dude, look, they're filling that stadium, wherever that is. I don't know. It looks like a freaking Rupp Arena looking like place, but they're filling that stadium with people that were jobbers or mid-carders in WWE.
Exactly. That's
how much the Mexican people love wrestling.
Exactly. And then you got Ray Phoenix doing better down there than he is on SmackDown.
And then, maybe Esco, whatever his name is, Santo Escobar needs to go down there. Maybe that's why they even meant to keep him,
Exactly. I wish I could find the one where they fought on the outside.
And Otis is big down there, ain't he? Otis and
Otis has wrestled down there.
And what's the name? The big, tall, really big black guy. Almost is huge down there too.
He is. I don't know how, but he is.
They love those.
They love that 7-footer.
Did you just burp all in the?
My bad. I'm sorry,
Sean Johnson was here. You get smacked for that.
Yeah, if Sean Johnson was here, that's exactly what would happen. But it was involuntary. I was not meaning to do that.
I know you didn't. I was like, I must have just slipped out.
But that's the thing about AAA as an acquisition. You get talent, get more time. I mean, look at the Americanos. That brawl that they had outside that ring was fucking badass because you had one German suplex the other onto his neck. You had the other one come back for a punch.
That just kind of happened like
hey, Austin,
accident. What's up, guys? That just happened by accident because, Chad Gable got hurt.
Yep.
And then somebody else, he created that really good character.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was the mastermind behind that or what.
He wasn't. Here's the thing. He didn't know how to speak Spanish at all.
Yeah.
In steps Ludwig Kaiser.
He knows how
to speak Spanish because every promo that he does down there in AAA, he speaks in Spanish. And the Mexican people have said he speaks very fluent Mexican speak.
Yeah, Spanish. That's awesome. But Kaiser's got to be the better of the Americanos, right?
No. Ludwig Kaiser has proven that he is the better of the Americanos.
That's what I'm saying. Kaiser's got to be the better.
Yeah, he is.
But what do they do with Chad Gable?
With Chad Gable, bring him back as Chad because now that they're having that mask versus mask, it's time to have Chad Gable come back to Raw and dominate.
Well, eventually they're going to take a mask off of one of them, right?
Yep.
So, Chad Gable is definitely going to lose that because Kaiser's a better fit for that.
You're damn right because Kaiser is the man.
Kaiser's going to end up being a superstar from that, but it was Chad Gable's baby.
It was, but at the time,
this whole fight here is by accident because he got hurt and couldn't, and they had to have him replaced.
But here's the thing with Chad Gable: it may have been his baby at the time, but his baby was only going as far as mocking the luchadors.
Yeah.
This one,
Kaiser's legit.
Yeah, he turned it from a comedy gimmick to one of the greatest gimmicks of all time because the Mexican people love him.
And is he the champ down there? He's not even the champ down there.
Nope, he's not because Dominic Mysterio is still the mega
champion. And that's
champion.
a fucking champion right there. Like, okay, so Dominic Mysterio's the champ down there, and they're selling all those tickets. And then you got Americano down there, which, what would we say, I guess, is Dominic he's a mid-carder too?
Yeah. No, Dominic Mysterio is a top dog.
I know, but like in WWE.
WWE, he is kind of a mid-card, but upper mid-card.
Yeah, so he's a mid-carder selling out that big. They just love wrestling down there, I guess.
Yes, they do. It was a stroke of genius to have Ludwig Kaiser come into the mask because as soon as he did, it changed his career trajectory. Because remember, in WWE, as Ludwig Kaiser, he wasn't getting nowhere.
No, he was just.
As soon as he became this, he became way more than what he was. He's even getting better TV time on WWE television as this character.
It's awesome. It's incredible. I guess we started talking about Motor City Machine Guns, but ended up with that. But why would I guess they brought the machine guns back for Pop?
Yeah, pretty much.
I never really liked either one of those guys, Alex Shelley I never really thought either one of them. They're really good wrestlers, but I don't like their person. I don't like their characters for some reason.
They're. For the time, Motor City Machine Guns was over like Rover because I remember.
Was it too late for them to come to WWE, you think? Yeah,
because they've been gone to other places for so long that by the time they did come to WWE, the Motor City Machine Guns heyday had ended way back when their first time with TNA ended.
So you think they're just there's some wrestlers, some tag teams that are just like a TNA, you know what I'm saying, the top of the TNA. You go to WWE, you ain't shit. The only one that I've seen that AJ Styles came over to WWE and became a superstar. Yeah. But like, Jay Lethal was the top of TNA for a long time. Motor City Machine Guns top of TNA for a long time. Some of those guys don't come over to WWE, don't transfer over, but they're huge. Right. They're huge stars where they're at.
Yep.
I'm glad they came up and got a pretty good payday. I'm sure they got a pretty good payday, but
I kind of saw their release coming because they wasn't being used.
They wasn't being used. I'm surprised that the Street Profits showed up.
Yeah, the Street Profits are still there. Well, Montez can't pull out.
They showed up. I mean, they showed up a couple weeks ago, right?
They did.
Was it a couple weeks or last week?
He pumped his baby mama, with his seed.
Yeah,
he's having his first child.
So Bianca,
congratulations,
pregnant.
brother.
I know. I could kind of figured she was when she came out and she had that big thing on and she looked kind of chubby in the face, and I was like, she's working out good. She's probably pregnant. I thought that. As soon as I
could figure that because she was keeping herself covered, and she never does that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio paying tribute to Bandito.
I mean, look at the freaking people in this. No wonder he's got a big head. Look at the fucking people. He don't have to. He sells out down there.
Not to mention, this was when he was wearing the Intercontinental Championship with the Mega Championship. And he's still the Mega Championship.
Yeah. And they gave him a new belt because he sells out so many tickets down there.
That's right.
He's just that kind of guy, man. Motor City Machine Guns. Where do they end up? TNA, you think? Back in TNA?
I think they should go to TNA again. Cause
AEW?
TNA,
well, when they came to WWE, AEW was one of them. There was kind of like a little fight there between the two. They chose WWE.
Think about it, though. AEW's already got young tag teams. Where does most Machine Guns stand a chance against these younger?
But they do like put over their wrestling. They do have their tag team champions in major storylines over there.
They do, but I don't think that most of Machine Guns will be getting a fair slice.
Will they go to Japan? You think?
Maybe Japan, because New Japan Pro Wrestling would definitely.
I think I just feel like the gimmick is stale at this point.
Yeah. Their heyday was when they were in TNA the first round.
Yeah.
Then they left. I didn't even know that they got back together until a couple years ago.
Well, they were both really good single competitors, and then they got in a tag team together.
Yep. I was there when they first got together.
Yeah, they couldn't get over as...
At the time, Alex Shelley was doing a gimmick where he was bringing a camera to the ring all the time. And then him and Chris Sabin just ended up becoming a tag team. That's when they came up with the name Motor City Machine Guns.
You think just, it just seems like that they were trying to use Aleister Black, and they were trying to...
Yes, I did, David Linville.
They were trying to use Aleister Black. They were trying to use the Wyatt Six. Like, you think just TKO came in and said, hey, we don't need this. We don't want to go in this direction. We don't want to do that.
I do
because the Wyatt Six is 6 guys supernatural. Aleister Black's is supernatural. They just don't want to go supernatural, you think?
But here's the thing. Supernatural's always been a part of WWE history.
Yeah.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Kane.
Yeah.
Mankind.
Like we said, they still have Danhausen.
Exactly. What I think it is that TKO is trying to cut costs.
So let's go to the Wyatt Six. There's 6 of them there, guys. There's
there's
5, right?
Eric Rowan, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis,
Joe Gacy.
Yep.
There's 5.
The 6th one is Bray Wyatt Spirit.
Bray Wyatt Spirit. So we got Bo Dallas, which is Uncle Howdy. Nikki Cross, which is Sister Abigail.
Yep.
Dexter Loomis, which was
as Mercy the Buzzard.
Joe Gracie was
Huskus the Pig, which was Bray Wyatt's former gimmick, Husky Harris.
Yeah, and then Eric Rowan was
the Rabbit.
The Rambling Rabbit.
Who died a lot of times. I guess he died so much he became a werewolf.
Why do you think that Bo Dallas isn't getting over Uncle Howdy? He isn't getting over as much as Bray Wyatt? Do you think because I think that there was a lot of interest in those characters. What do you think they just didn't have the storylines for them, or they didn't have the TV time?
It's that
for
they
them?
kept on putting them inside dumbass storylines, like keeping them with MFTs.
But
Who does that?
But they kept the NITs. They kept those guys.
Man, fuck the MFTs.
Well, that's
the only one that I like.
That's going to be the new bloodline, right?
The only one that I like is Tama Tonga, and he's not even part of MFTs.
Well, they're building a new bloodline. I mean, all those guys, Solo, all of them are going to join with Roman at some point, and they're all going to just be together at some point.
That's your fault. You kept on for years saying
it's going to happen.
That wears red is bloodline.
It's going to happen, dude. And I can see Sammy coming back too at some point.
Don't be throwing no names on this list.
Dude, I think Sami Zayn is going to help Roman Reigns win against Fatu at Backlash.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's have all the honorary Usos suddenly join the bloodline then.
Well, and then Solo's going to join back up with him.
I don't see Solo doing it because Solo wants to be the tribal chief.
Yeah, but they all. Oh,
she showed emotion.
They're all going to come back at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
See, he still wears the LWO stuff.
He does. It's a cool looking logo, but still.
Yeah.
He was at the WrestleMania match though. I gotta give him props. Rey Mysterio at his age can still go inside a ladder match.
He looked good in there, and I figured that they were going to put the belt on him because I figured they wanted the Intercontinental Championship to go back to Dom at some point, but they didn't want Penta to be, pinned or anything or lose to
I kind of figured that Penta
Dom.
I kind of figured Penta would win because it's still too early for Penta to lose.
Yeah. You think that them putting Rey Mysterio in that, they're going to have a work against him and Penta? They
could. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't have an honorary match between two respected baby faces.
Everybody I see on the internet is like, what's his name? Miro?
Yeah.
Rusev.
Guess what? Rusev escaped the releases.
I know. Rusev's a jobber, though. Rusev's not going to... They're going to say, hey, put the Intercontinental Step on Rusev. Everybody's saying, who's the next champ? Like, no, he's not. They're not. They're not putting the belt on. They're not putting that Intercontinental Ship on Miro, Rusev. They're not going to do it. It's not happening.
That's right.
It'll go back to Dom first. It's just not happening. Rusev went to WWE, went to AEW, didn't do nothing over there, and came back to WWE just to be a jobber. And, he's just this big, beefy fucking guy, but he's no bigger. If you set him up against Penta, he's no bigger than Penta.
That's right.
He's just jacked. He's just big on the top. He's not a bigger guy.
Also think about this. He's just as AEW gimmick told Miro as Rusev. It's not Rusev no more. It's told Miro.
Unless they go back to Rusev Day, Rusev's not getting over. Just
Bring
like
back the Drama
Sheamus,
King.
They never put the Intercontinental Championship on Sheamus. Like, that's the one Sheamus has never got, right?
Yep.
And they're not going to. At some point, they may. It makes a
great story, though.
It makes a great story, but they're not going to put it on Miro. They're not putting it on Rusev. Y'all just understand that Rusev's a jobber, just like Drew McIntyre's a jobber.
And whoa. He was a WWE champion recently.
Yeah, but still a jobber. They took the belt out. Was a transition champion. The new WWE jobber, they'll win the championship every once in a while. And Miro may win the championship, but he won't keep it very long at all.
He don't deserve to win it.
If he wins, he won't keep it very long at all. He'll be a transition jobber,
a paper champion.
Paper champion. Like,
that's what I'm gonna call him. He's the paper champion if he wins the title. Cause ain't no way he's a legit champion.
No, he's my least favorite. I don't think he's selling any merch. I don't know why they haven't.
I stopped caring about him after he left WWE, but when he came to AEW, started talking about he's God's favorite wrestler and all that.
I thought he was going to do something over there at AEW.
He didn't, because after he won the TNT title,
see,
what did he do?
And that goes to show you that it's the wrestler, not the company or the promoter that makes.
I've been saying that because the wrestler has to put their 100% behind what they're doing. If they don't, we're going to know that you're full of shit.
Miro's full of shit. Aleister Black's full of shit. I don't know either one of them. They may be great people, but they can't get over with WWE or AEW. Then I don't know what's next for Aleister Black if he doesn't like. Was he going to go to Juggalo Wrestling?
All he can do at this point is go to either TNA or Juggalo Championship Wrestling or MLW or GCW or
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Yeah, he could show up there too.
Yeah, but those guys, none of those guys are going to pay him as much as WWE.
They'll kick his fucking
or
head in.
AEW.
They'll kick his fucking head in as soon as he beats a bitch.
Or AEW. Like, they're not... The AEW is paying... He's just a spoiled, rotten wrestler. I'd almost guarantee you. I don't know the guy. I'm probably totally wrong, maybe. But it just seems like some people just can't get over. Like...
He had a chance to get over his new gimmick that he left WWE and brought back. Because it's clear that he was playing this gimmick. But what was he doing with it?
Who, Aleister Black? Or?
Yeah, Aleister Black. He did nothing with it.
Because I think that Aleister Black that's who he really is.
Mr.
And
Tommy.
He don't want to change any.
He don't. Even inside fucking House of Black, Malachi Black is just that same fucking character.
And he held down Buddy Matthews and Brody King the whole time he was there.
Yep, and then Brody King no longer can get an AEW
I'd almost guarantee you Brody King is going to be the one that takes the belt off of Darby Allin.
And if he don't, I'm going to be pissed. Because
he deserves, if there's anybody that deserves the belt, Brody King deserves the belt. He's just a badass. And I don't want to get into all the freaking ice bullshit, and that, because I don't really like any of that shit. I want politics
him to strictly
and all.
Focus on wrestling.
I don't want, and that's probably the reason why they didn't put the belt on him, because of all that fucking politics shit.
That's what I was thinking too, because they had a chance to put the belt onto him versus MJF, but because he kept on going on and on about politics, they probably saw that as, okay, we don't want this guy on our title because he'll be talking about all that shit.
Yeah, and we don't want that. Well, who cares? I mean, I know we care about that stuff, but, like, I don't need that in my wrestling.
Yeah, because wrestling's supposed to be a fucking escape.
I don't want that
2
in my wrestling.
2 hours of escape or 4 hours. Stop bringing that shit into wrestling.
It'd be almost like one of the porn stars stopped fucking because they want to talk about ice.
She gonna stop hopping on that dick just to talk about fuck ice,
you know
fuck the president, fuck everything.
I don't want politics in my porn or my fucking wrestling.
That's right. Porn should not have politics. Wrestling should not have politics.
Exactly.
Stop that shit.
Yeah, we don't want to see it in AEW. I don't want to see it in I don't want to see it nowhere. AAA, I don't want to see it nowhere. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that. CM Punk doesn't try to bring up his politics.
He knows. Dude, when he left, like we say again, AEW is a really good ground to bring back people and to reestablish their careers. Like Paige. Nobody was fucking with Paige until she came back to AEW. She got a big pop at AEW, WBC, and we'll bring Paige back. She learned how to wrestle over there, you can tell.
Yep.
Is AEW secretly a developmental place for WWE? I don't know. Johnny don't know. But we assume that they are either doing it unwillingly or hopefully they're doing it willingly and they're making a little money off of this. Because we know Tony Khan's a WWE fan.
And he wants to be at WrestleMania so bad.
You know, he wants to, like, I think, I'm probably sure he's pissed off every year because he can't be at WWE at WrestleMania. And he's secretly probably there.
Yeah, probably, hiding up inside one of the boxes.
Yeah, with the freaking robe on or something. Nobody knows where he's at. But, like, it's just that, Tony Khan will hire somebody like Paige, bring her back in, develop her again. She got over. She was selling a little merch up there. They don't have a big merch thing that they do. They don't concentrate on merch. They concentrate more on the wrestling. They most like it just seems like to me that AEW is just a developmental for WWE. And if that's on purpose, I don't think it is, but maybe on accident. So they bring in Paige, you know what I'm saying? They developed her, bring her back. Cody Rhodes was there. Cody Rhodes wouldn't have had the big. Would you think if Cody Rhodes wasn't in AEW and they brung Cody Rhodes back to WWE when they did, he wouldn't have had the pop that he had, right?
He wouldn't have.
Because WWE fans were like, "Oh shit, WWE stole the guy from over there, like the VP.
They stole the EVP.
Yeah, EVP. Oh, and then he got over so big over there, and then his pec busted with that Seth Rollins match.
And then he wrestled with that pec.
And that got him over. He just got over, but and it's like they go the AEW. Just like Warlow is going to go to WWE at some point. It's going to be somebody.
I mean, he's not been nobody in AEW. I mean, they had that push with the Pinnacle, and that went nowhere.
Who else went over from AEW over there?
Jay Cargill.
Penta.
We've had Ethan Page. We've had
Penta?
Ricky Starks.
I mean, I'm talking about people that's got over, like Jade's got over.
Ricky Starks gotten over.
He's got over. He's going to be, he's coming up to... he's going to be a big star at some point in SmackDown.
Look at this. Boris J just chimed in. He said, Tony tried to buy the WWE to own them. I doubt he's working for them.
He's working for them even if he don't know he's working for them. He developed Jade. They took her. He developed Cody Rhodes. They took him. Penta, they developed him. And
now his star is Sword.
Huh?
His star is Sword.
They took his brother. Now his brother's down in AEW. I mean, not AAA. I mean,
yep.
Going to be a big star in AAA. Who else? Like you said, Ethan Page went over there.
Yep, Ethan Page is over like Rover. Alexis King, a.k.a. Brian Pillman Jr.
He went from WWE. He's back in WWE. I don't know if he'll ever get over or not. I don't know. But he'll probably have to go from NXT back to AEW to become somebody, and then they'll sign him again. WWE. I'm surprised he didn't get released.
Who? Alexis King?
Yeah.
He's been getting over like Rover in NXT.
Well, still.
He got hired.
You think he's selling a lot of merch, NXT merch?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess. If you ain't selling no merch, you ought to fucking worry about your job over there at WWE.
All I know is that Aleister Black should play ball. Now he can't go to AEW because they'll be trying to whip his ass for real.
This is what I'm going to happen with Aleister Black. He's going to take some time off, and then after SummerSlam, they'll probably bring him back and probably say, "Hey, are you ready now?" And at that point, he's going to get desperate and actually do what they want him to do. CM Punk was desperate when he came back to AEW. He was desperate because remember when they brung him back, right? WWE brung him back.
Yep.
And Fox wanted Vince to sign him to wrestle. Punk acted like he didn't want to, but he really wanted to come back. Vince said no. Fox wanted to. They put him on that show. Remember that show that they had? And that show didn't last very long.
Nope, because as soon as he left, that was it.
But without him showing up for Fox on that show, I don't think he would have got the interest to come back because he's probably broke at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have, and he never did do indie shows or anything like that.
Nope.
He's not a hustler like that. CM Punk has always been over with the fans, but he goes over to AEW and gets over big time over there. Puts AEW back on puts them on the map. And then when he's a big enough star, when he left, he pretty much screwed AEW.
He sure did because damn, they tried to.
They went through a rebuilding phase after him. But when he comes back to WWE, he's bigger than ever. Would he have been bigger than ever if he didn't go to AEW?
Just think back in 2023, no one thought the CM Punk would ever go back to WWE because hell froze over.
When he went to AEW, when he first went to AEW, I didn't think he would ever go back to WWE.
Or wrestling.
Or wrestling, yeah.
He came back September 2021. He was gone by 2023.
Oh, at AEW?
Yeah, because it's like this escalation point. 2021, they were all showing love. Happy to have CM Punk there. 2022, the cracks start to form because now you got Hangman Page going out there
Well,
and accusing the man of getting Colt Cabana fired.
Well, he came in and AEW hadn't seen a superstar like that. And all those EVPs and guys thought they were the man. He comes in, he's a bigger man. They got jealous. You know what I'm saying? They did. They all got jealous.
One would.
They got all jealous. He don't like when you don't like him, so he's an asshole completely back to him.
He's the type of guy that says, you going to be a dick to me, I'm going to be a dick to you, big Terry.
And he's a big dick, and he'll be a fucking bigger dick than you. Anytime you can, you know what I'm saying? His name ought to be Richard, because he's just a big dick, really is.
That's right.
If you are shitty to him, he's going to be totally 100% shitty to you. And he almost fucking ended that company.
He almost did, because as soon as he left.
Without all that controversy, though, that happened over there, he wouldn't have got the paycheck over at WWE that he got.
You're right. But here's the thing, too. No one thought that him and Triple H would make amends. And so they did.
It's all about money, though. It's like, okay, he's getting over good over there. Triple H is like, hey, if I bring him over here, I can make all kinds of money with him, and I'll be the smartest motherfucker in the moon for bringing him.
Because Triple H is. He is the smartest man inside the room, because not only does he understand the wrestling aspect, he understands the business aspect.
I guarantee you, Triple H, or whoever Triple H is, one of his assistants, somebody's watching AEW, and they're like, that guy. We'll watch them. When they get out of their contract, we'll bring them in and sign them.
Exactly, because there ain't no way that you could tell me that WWE ain't watching AEW to scout for the next big thing for their company.
That's a developmental.
Exactly.
AEW is a developmental. I mean, and they get over. I mean, they're selling merch, and they're never going out of business because Tony is a total mark for
That's
wrestling.
True.
He's a freaking billionaire. He himself probably has way more money than WWE by themselves.
And what people don't understand is that MJF will definitely come to WWE. You know that Kenny Omega could come to WWE.
I think Tony Khan and MJF probably know. They probably talk about it. Hey, you know I'm going over there at some point. Yeah, I do know. That's something I want you to do. You go over there, but when he goes over there, it becomes super big. And when he comes back to AEW, he's going to be super big after that. That's what's going to make AEW a big, relevant company again.
That's true. Unless
Cody Rhodes comes back. Now, that's going to do the same thing, too. If Cody Rhodes goes back to AEW, that's going to be like a CM Punk thing.
But Cody's not going to go for the title because
I'm not sure.
Just like the first time around.
I'm not sure Cody don't own a part of AEW and CM Punk. I can see CM Punk coming back at some point. It's all about money.
I mean, hell would have to throw those over for CM Punk's.
I don't know, man.
Hangman and Page and them, they do not like him.
CM Punk is on the end of over there and he's losing like fans again and he don't get along with Triple H again. TKO comes in and is shitty and says, hey, we don't want to deal with CM Punk anymore. He can ruin whatever he can ruin, but he can just go, hey, Tony, I'm nicer now. You see me being nice, right?
I'm sorry, but Tony feared for his life, Andy.
Yeah.
From a small, simple, he feared for his life, Andy. That was the most threatening. That dude is
fucking intense. CM Punk's intense.
Intense for him.
I mean, CM Punk's intense.
Would you have jumped at that?
Not me, but Tony Khan's a freaking nepo baby, man. He's a freaking he's a. I mean, he's a smart man. And don't tell me wrong, but he is a child of a billionaire that's been coddled his whole life.
He's a coddled nepo baby that needs to take his ball and go home.
No, he don't need to go home. He needs to stay and he needs to run AEW. He's doing a great thing for wrestling. He's doing a great thing for wrestling.
He needs to bring in riders to help
WWE
him.
would not be as good without AEW. Without any competition,
right.
It wouldn't be no good.
You're right. We need the moments where there was shittiness.
Vince probably would still be there. Without AEW, Vince would probably still be there.
Vince would still be there shitting on heads.
Because AEW came in, they were really popular when they first came in. That first whole run around there, they got more popular than WWE.
That's
Triple
true.
H looking and says, hey, Stephanie, we got to get rid of the old man. Oh, well, remember that time he shit on that girl? Hey, let's tell everybody about that.
Actually, I think they had a lot of dirt on that. And that was the perfect opportunity for them to usurp the old man.
Yeah, they all.
After all, he'd already sold off WWE.
They all cahooted for his best interest. For his best interest and best interest of wrestling, they all cahooted and fucking took down the leader. Sometimes you got to cahoot and take down the leader.
His best interest of getting rid of him. My God.
Yeah,
they
had to get rid of him.
That's such a betrayal of your family, Stephanie.
If they didn't get rid of Vince, though, wrestling wouldn't be as good as it is now. That's right. With sellout AAA shows and sellout WWE show and AEW doing as good as they are now.
You're right. We would never have gotten AAA because Vince McMahon would never have bought AAA or tried to collab with any company.
He wouldn't have collabed with TNA. TNA's good because of WWE's collab. And it all has to do with fucking AEW starting their shit and getting rid of fucking Vince McMahon. AEW is the key to all that.
I just think he got removed only 3 years after AEW had started up. That was 2023. Yeah. Right after all the shit went down in 2022, finally the old man was gone.
They looked at Tony Khan and was like, this is a freaking legit guy. Like, he's got billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Tony Khan still be wanting to see it WrestleMania.
He was in the race to buy WWE.
He was.
Like, he was in the mix. He had enough money to buy them at some point. If there was not other people that wanted it more and had more money, he's still up there in the top 3 or 4 people to buy WWE at that point. Like, he was the top 5. Oh, what I understand is it was the top 5 or top 6 bidder.
That's true.
I mean, you're in the top 10. You're almost in the top 5 of bidders. Like, you're irrelevant. You're way relevant than any of those other people. I don't know. They came in and snatched it from him. You know, there was no chance he was getting it anyway.
You're right. But TKO proved that they had more money than he did.
The Wyatt Six. Why did they drop the Wyatt Six?
I mean, they wasn't doing nothing with them.
You think Bo Dallas is just hard to deal with? I think Bray Wyatt was probably hard to deal with.
Bray Wyatt was definitely hard to deal with because he had his own way of thinking of how
some of those creative, artsy, fucking creative guys are really hard to deal with.
They are because they'll tell you, no, definitely no.
They have a tunnel vision. They only want to go down one way. And that's all they're going to do. And if you don't want to do it with them and you don't give them creative control, they're not going to do it. I'd say Bo Dallas is pretty much the same kind of...
It might be that way because he is his brother's brother.
Yeah.
And Bray Wyatt was the same way. If Bray Wyatt didn't like how they wanted his Fiend character to go, remember, back when the Fiend was still big, they want the Fiend to get set on fire and then he'd come back with a burned look.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt did not like that.
No, and they ended up doing it though, didn't they?
They did, but he still hated it, and that's to this day one of the most hated things that he felt.
Bray wanted him and Uncle Howdy to have a big feud, didn't he?
Yep.
So then Uncle Howdy comes in. He's not Bray. Do they just think that the Wyatt Six was over, right?
They was
until they released them. Do we see them going somewhere? Like, do we see them going to AEW, that whole faction together?
I can see it.
Or do you think that they're just going to lay all those guys off and eventually bring them back with another entrance at some point? You think they're all going to bring all those guys back at some point?
Not unless AEW already signs them up.
Are they going to be like, hey, we're going to let you guys off for a little while. Don't go sign with AEW. We're going to bring you back at some point. Maybe give you a little money under the table. We'll bring you back in maybe a year. Like,
I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, we know that Braun Strowman can be brought back anytime they so desire because they released him at his request.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they.
So how do we know if some of these releases wasn't by request?
Exactly.
Like they could be telling us that they're releasing that they released them because they were doing future endeavors, but on the other hand, they could have done it because the wrestler asked for it themselves.
I think a Karrion Kross is the same thing. I think they will bring him back at some point because he didn't go sign with AEW. If you can be like somebody leaving and they don't go sign with AEW, WWE's told them, hey, we're going to bring you back at some point. But if you go over to AEW, we might not bring you back.
That's right. And, I mean, think about it. Karrion Kross has a chance to go to AEW anytime he wants. I'd be surprised if he don't. Though.
He chooses not to. Just like Braun Strowman chose not to go over there. Dolph Ziggler chose not to go to AEW.
He could have at any time. He could have,
yeah. Any of those guys could have. Any of them can. Like, any of these Wyatt Six guys, if one of them shows up over there without the other ones, I think that they were like, hey, just wait. And then some of them be like, hey, I can't wait. I got to go make some money.
Exactly. But here's the thing, too. I think if they bring back the Wyatt Six, you got to have all of them. But if you don't bring back the entire thing, then maybe one goes to AEW.
I think some of the characters can be replaced. I think the Gacy and the other guy in the middle, I think they could be replaced.
You talking about Gacy and Rowan?
No, not Rowan. I don't think Rowan can be replaced.
You're saying Dexter Lumis can be replaced?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, come on.
I think they can get somebody else to do Dexter Lewis's and Joe Gacy's. I think those two are the least important parts of that. I mean, you got the Sister Abigail. That's a great. I think they could come back with just three of the characters. They have to do the Dexter Lumis and.
But I think that Dexter Lumis was definitely an interesting character to have there.
Well, I mean, there are interesting characters. They are great. The whole Wyatt Six is a great. I guess they just didn't have enough time and effort or storyline to, and they just couldn't have them just waiting there collecting a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're paying them good, I'm sure. And they're like, hey, we're going to get rid of these guys, lay them off for a while, and we'll bring them back at some point. Because, like, I mean, I've worked at companies where, business goes down. They lay you off for the summer, and then they bring you back. Then something. I mean, maybe this is kind of like a layoff. You know?
True, but who's to say that these wrestlers want to come back? They could end up going to AEW.
Well, everybody wants. If you're in wrestling, everybody wants.
I mean, Dexter Lumis is definitely someone that they want to bring in.
If Tony goes and says, "Hey, I want all you guys, and we're going to do the Wyatt Six shit over here," we'll figure out whatever y'all want to do. We'll figure it out over here.
Unfortunately, they won't be able to call the Wyatt Six because W's got the trademark.
They can do it some other way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it was Bray Wyatt's ideal. So
Bray Wyatt. So what was his real name?
Wyndham.
That could be the Wyndham Six.
I mean, that was his Twitter name, Wyndham Six.
I mean, they could do whatever. I mean, and if you go over to AEW, you pretty much own your character and stuff.
It all depends on if the wrestlers want to go back to WWE. If not, they're going to AEW.
They could say, hey, we love y'all shit. We want to do it. We don't have a storyline right now for you guys. Take off. Come back next summer. When y'all come back, there'll be a big pop for you guys. We'll run with the storyline with you guys. I don't know that for sure, but like I can see it happening, right?
AEW is definitely going to go after Joe Gacy.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if these guys get signed over to AEW. If they don't, then we know, hey, WWE's told them they're coming back.
And plus, think about these other names that we got. If it hadn't closed up on me, we also lost guys like Chris Island, Malik Blade, Trill Lindet, Luca Crucifina. I can see why
Andre
Chase shouldn't get rid of him. Andre Chase was definitely someone that surprised me because he's over like Rover in NXT.
Yeah, I don't know what they don't want to do with him. I mean, like did he want released himself? Did they not bring him up in time? Or is he going to go to AEW and be somebody?
I think the reason why they released him was because Andre Chase wasn't getting any traction here lately.
No, he's just a comedic character, like he can wrestle pretty good. Maybe he goes to TNA and brings back that whole storyline over there. I don't know.
Chase U was his best thing going.
How long have we been on here?
We've been on here 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Just an hour?
Yep.
How long you want to go today, Johnny?
We can go a couple more, about 20 minutes. Because we still got to talk about this one. there's been a lot of names on that list that got released. Hold up. Let me look at the one that I'm thinking about. Because we got a ton of them that we didn't even talk about today. Damn it. They're not giving it to me. How dare they? Alright. I think I found the list of names now. Yep, here we go. Not only did we lose the White Six, not only did we lose Aleister Black, Selena Vega, we've also lost Dante Chen. I mean, who the fuck hires Dante Chen and thinks that I'm going to care about his getting released?
I was really disappointed by that.
I am disappointed in the fact that Alba Fyre was released because she was inside storyline with Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Just because Chelsea Green's injured.
Piper's injured too. So I can understand why they would just go ahead. But, like, she's a hell of a fucking wrestler. She really is.
Why would you release Alba, though? Because, think about it. Between all three,
they were paying her too much.
Alba was a great wrestler, though.
They were paying her too much, and she didn't sell no merch.
Damn you, TKO, and your merchandise love.
I'm just telling you, if you ain't selling no merch, they ain't keeping you.
Well, Danhausen sells merch.
Sometimes if you make too much money, and you're selling merch, they'll get rid of your ass. Because that's what happened to R-Truth. Unless,
of course, you're someone like Danhausen, and you make boatloads of money because you know how to merchandise yourself. Look at him. We got him on the TV screen right now. He's marketing himself. He's got his own YouTube channel where he says, love that Danhausen. And he markets and he does things and he stays in character. And he's only broken character once, and that was when Camboy Nick got called Camboy Craig because he read it out loud and he broke character and he laughed and he looked at Camboy Nick like, Camboy Craig? That's Camboy Nick. And then for the rest of his videos, he would make a joke where he'd say, Camboy Craig. That's how you market.
He's creative. I mean, he's just a creative guy. I mean, I don't know how long you think he stays over. Do you think he just stays over?
I think he's going to stay over because
you don't think that
this gimmick
like him is not like has a shelf life.
This gimmick has no shelf life because it's been going since 2020, and it stayed over with the fans since then. Just look at WWE. When he debuted, people were talking mad shit about the debut because they didn't understand the character. Now look at it. The ones that were hating and talking that mad shit, they're the ones that are saying, I love that Danhausen.
Yeah, I think he's awesome. I've always think he's awesome. Remember when you saw him at the Toy Con here in Lexington?
Yep.
We kind of followed him around.
We understand that he couldn't take a picture of us, but damn it. We still got that video.
We got a picture with Ethan Page.
Yep, and he put us over. With this guy, he just signed with AEW, though.
No, he's all about his money, too, buddy. He's all about his money.
Yes, he is. His human money's actually, Andy. Get it right. It's human money.
You know, I don't see him, I see him making a big bunch of money, getting himself over, keeping the character fresh, and I see him retiring it early. I don't see that he's going to stay in this character. I just don't feel like he's going to be this character forever. I don't see him changing the character into something different. I think this guy is a business guy. He's getting himself over. He's going to make a ton load of money, keep the character as loved as he wants, and then he's going to retire at some point. I don't know if they'll take him. I don't know if they'll put the championship belt on him. If the WWE is correct, if they're smart, they would. Don't you think?
They would
somehow try to figure out how to put some kind of belt on him. Does he need a belt?
I mean, Craig Jones belt Danhausen. Call it the Danhausen Championship.
Does he need a championship? Doesn't
he? Doesn't really need a championship because he's already over like Rover. I guess you could give him a championship to show that you appreciate his hard work, but really he don't even need the championship because he's already over with the fans. Yeah. You can't replace someone that has genuine love and creativity for what they're doing because think about this. The character is supposed to be Conan O'Brien possessed by a demon.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, and Conan O'Brien actually loved it because he pitched the idea to Conan when he was on Conan's show. He told him exactly what the character is supposed to be. It's supposed to be Conan O'Brien possessed by an intergalactic demon. And he's got to mix up every other thing, too. And he was the smartest man inside the room. You know why, Andy?
Why?
He trademarked his face paint before Sting ever even thought about it.
Yeah.
Sting found out that he could do that thanks to this man right here.
He's protecting his intellectual property. I mean, he's a smart businessman. I'm just telling you, he knows he's a good salesman. He probably used to be a car salesman, I'd almost guarantee, and then like got creative and fucking knows how to sell shit and knows how to sell merch, knows how to make money. This guy just is fucking money. Look at him.
The best idea though is that his name.
I wish we knew how to fucking make money like he does.
I do too, but here's the best part about his name. Danhausen really is his name. He's Donovan Danhausen. That's his actual real last name, but he's made it the character.
So yeah, and he becomes the character. It looks like, you know.
He does. He comes into it, and it takes a lot to make him break the character too, because he will not break for anything unless it's something like the Camboard Greg thing.
He's just a fucking money maker, dude.
Yes, he is, and he has shown that he is into making money with the greatest character because he has never changed his character up. Because why would you need to? This character is like a mix-up. If you were to bring the Looney Tunes and Conan O'Brien together, you get one snazzy character.
Is he married? He's married, ain't he?
Yeah, he's married to a burlesque dancer.
Huh.
And she actually helps him out because she also helped his entrance at WWE. She choreographed everything. She also helped paint the faces of the other Goulettes because she also has a hand in helping him out with this stuff. I think that she also is one of the main reasons why the character stays relevant.
But he just kept building and kept building and kept building on the character. That's what you got to do. You can't give up on a character, you know.
Exactly.
Like Superfly Giant Lee. I mean, you know, you just keep building. At some point, you become the character, and you just keep on building that character. Like, you know, you have to. Hopefully, that's just why we keep doing this. It's like we just can't stop. We got to keep going, and like, you know, it does cost a little bit. I wish it didn't cost as much, but
exactly.
At some point, hopefully, you know, we'll get some more funding here, and you know, we'll be able to keep the studio. And
you know what, folks? All it takes is $1 to subscribe to our Facebook. It's just $1. I'm telling you, you won't regret it because you just might be seeing some things that you're not going to be seeing on the free area. Because we got some ideas cooking up. Skits, sketches, everything you can think of. For $1, you can see that underneath our subscription on Facebook. I promise you, you won't regret spending $1 just to see it. Because from now on, we go at some ideas that's cooking up some of our big brains. Ideas that you want to see, you want to laugh at, and we promise you, you won't regret it. It's just $1.
You ready to get off here?
That's right. Folks.
Let's get out of here, Johnny.
If you're not having fun, if you're not having fun,
you're not getting none.
Damn Skippy.
Do this one.
Anyway.
Nice guy. And
you guys.